All right, today we're hitting legs and we're actually going to go over exercises we've done before, but we're going to go into more detail because I think that's where the results lie. When you really get into the grit and fine tune each one of those exercises where every rep is a painful, awful experience, and you start growing like a fucking weed. Let's get after it. All right, so we're starting off with static lunges, and these are an incredible exercise for your quads and glutes. One of my favorites. I always start out with clients with these because it's a true test of your mental fortitude. You're sitting under there, time under tension, horrible burning pain, and just when you're about to pass out, you switch to the other leg. And the best part about these is you can dictate whether the quad or glute dominates the movement. Yeah, the other one's gonna jump in because it's a secondary mover, but you can choose which one you really wanna emphasize based upon how you do the concentric part of the movement. So to make it more of a quad dominated movement, you're gonna shift that weight forward so your knee's over your toe, lean that back slightly forward, and then instead of driving straight up, you're gonna drive up at an angle to put even more pressure on that quad. And if you wanna target a specific part of the quad, you can do that by how you align your knee before you start the movement. Now, you don't wanna get it carried away with this and exaggerate it too much because a little bit goes a long way. But if you turn that knee in just ever so slightly, you're gonna hit more of that vastus lateralis, that outer part of the quad. And if you open that knee up just a hair, then you get more of that medialis, or just dead straight on just for overall quad development. So to target those glutes, you're gonna shift your weight back, and depending on how flexible you are, your knee can actually be behind your heel. And what you're gonna do is start the movement the same way. So you're gonna be lean forward, but as you drive up, you're gonna really lean back. And the biggest thing is make sure all of that movement happens over top of your hip. So you shift that weight into your hip, and then as you drive up, you flex over top of that glute, and then back down. All right, so we're bringing back single leg stiff legs, but instead of trying to balance our way through it and fall and get 2 reps and fall and get 3 more and just not be connected to it the entire time, we're gonna stagger our stance. That way you can focus on these 2 things. So that working leg's gonna be in front, that back leg's more of a calf raised position. And as you stretch down, I want you to put all that pressure in your glute, keeping that leg as straight as you comfortably can. And then as you stretch down, you're really putting pressure onto that hamstring. As you start to drive up, shift that weight forward into the ball of your foot, flexing that calf that's gonna jump into your hamstring, and driving up and flexing as hard as you possibly can in a nice slow controlled movement. And because we're using lighter weight, either dumbbells or bands, it doesn't matter. I want you to finish that contraction off by rolling that back forward and letting a fully flexed glute stop the contraction. All right, because I don't want this video to be 10 minutes long or even 6 minutes long, I'm gonna cut it right there. So if you want more details on different exercises for legs and want me to go into more depth, just leave a comment below. This just makes it easier for me to get a video out to you almost daily sometimes. So as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment at the video you want me to do next, and get after it, get growing. I'll talk to you soon.